welcome to A Quest for Metal. Today we are ranking Metallica albums from my least favourite to my favourite. We've been going back through the tier list, redoing some of them in this new format because it's just better to go through each album individually and tell you my thoughts on each album rather than just fucking, oh, they're all C, they're all S, because I don't think it's as intimate, you know? So we're doing it, we're revitalising it with more spunk. So I hope you like spunk, because I'm going to spunk all over you. Now before I get on with my list, pop yours down in the comments below. What's your favourite Metallica album? What's your least favourite? So rank them from I'm the table to yeah! And let's get started with the list. So, coming in last is no surprise to anyone. It is Saint Anger. I know Jamie Horsley, another metal content creator, he likes this more than like Reload and Load and stuff, which is a bit strange to me. It's a bit strange to me because I can actually listen to those albums without wanting to kill myself. But when I listen to this, it sounds like someone's climbed into my fucking head. It sounds like the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz has climbed into my ear and is just fucking his robot mistress in my head. It's just clangy nonsense. That's this album. Clangy fucking nonsense. Sound production is fucking awful. We all know that. The drums sound like the Tin Man fucking his wife. We know that. The songs, not that bad. The songs aren't that bad. There are some fucking awful ones. Purify may be the worst Metallica song ever fucking written. I absolutely hate that song. That can go burn in a fiery lake of sulfur. Fuck that song. But some other ones, Saint Anger's pretty good. You know, Saint Anger round my neck. And the video where they're in prison. It's fun video. Catchy chorus. Frantic. One of my favourites. Frantic, tick, 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 tock. That's amazing as well. Love Frantic. So it has some gems, has some interesting songs on here. It's just, please fucking remaster this album. Do it with better drumming, do it with better production. Maybe add some solos in. There's a distinct lack of solos on this album. And I love my guitar. So add some better production, add some guitar, and this album would have been a lot better. A lot better. But as it stands, I never want to listen to it. It just hurts my head. It hurts my ears. It's kind of like Morbid Angel's Illid. It's that kind of layer of shit. So, if you like eating shit sandwiches, you might like this album. Let me know if you like eating shit sandwiches down below. And then you'll be in the same ballpark as Jamie. And who wants that? Who wants to be in his fucking ballpark? He'll start touching you up. Have you seen him? Have you seen what he looks like? Fucking, I wouldn't trust my kids near him. Yeah, fuck this album. It's going in last. Next up is Reload. Reload, a lot better than Saint Anger, so I don't know what people talk about. It's a lot better than Saint Anger, and it has more of a rockabilly kind of feel to it. This and Load has a similar kind of feel, but whereas Load I prefer because it feels more metal, this does have more of that rockabilly sound to it. And I don't think the songs quite hit their nail on the head, quite like Load. What they should have done is split them both in half, got the best songs from each half, and made just an album. The best songs from each half into a normal album, and it would have been amazing. Would have been amazing, because some of these songs are still really good on Reload. Like the first song, opening Reload with, give me fuel, give me fire, give me da-da-da-da, ooh. Come on. Amazing. And then next you have The Memory Remains, which is such a catchy ass song. I love Memory Remains. The Unforgiven 2 is amazing. People say it's too boring, but they probably don't like Doom or slow stuff. I love slow stuff. Unforgiven 2 amazing. So is number 3. Yeah, Fixer's cool. So it has some good songs on this album. I just think that the rest are kind of fillers. So you take those ones I just mentioned, pop them onto Load. Job's a good one. Job's a goddamn good one. But this album isn't that bad. It's not that bad like people say. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's a good album. It's way better than Saint Anger. That gets a 0 for being unlistenable. This is very listenable. The songs are very different compared to Metallica, but if you go in with the mindset that this is a different album, it's not straight up thrash metal. It's more rockabilly. It's more like that. If you go in with that mindset, you'll enjoy this album more. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. So next up, of course, is Load, which I do think is a step up. I do think all the songs on Load are just a lot better than Reload. The first song, Ain't My Bitch, gotta be one of my favourites. It ain't my bitch, ah. That riff is so fun. The House That Jack Built, Until It Sleeps, how eerie is that song? I love Until It Sleeps. Was your crown King Nothing? King Nothing. Again, one of my favourite Metallica songs. I always put King Nothing on. It's underrated as fuck, and it's one of the best Metallica songs of all time. Bleeding Me, Mama Said, is interesting. Sure, it's not thrash, even in the fucking slightest, but it's a cool song. I think it's a good song, so this album just has more bang for your buck than Reload does, and it's a way better album for it, so it's going higher. It's going goddamn higher. I think Load is underrated. I think it's a good album. Next up is Hardwired to Self-Destruct. Now this is more the Metallica we know and love. It's thrashy, it's intense, it's chaotic, it's kind of back to the roots. It's a fucking awesome album. Sure, I have put some others higher, which are maybe not as thrashy. Cough Cough, Black Album, and Death Magnetic, but I'll tell you why when I get to them. This is still an amazing album. Moth to the Flame. Oh, that song is amazing. Spit Out the Bone. Fuck yes. The title track? Fuck yes. Yeah, this is a kind of return to form of Metallica. I think it's great. I think the vocals are intense. I think the music is awesome. I think everything about this album is just revitalizing Metallica. And I applaud them heavily for it, and it is a fantastic fucking album, and I want to listen to it right goddamn now. So next up is Death Magnetic. Yeah, the reason why this one is a step higher than Hardwired, I like prog, you know, I love Dream Theater, Opeth, all those kind of bands, and this feels like Metallica's prog album. Most of the songs are like 7 or more minutes long, almost fucking all of them. And you've got like cool instrumentals like Suicide and Redemption, which Loudwire had last on the worst Metallica songs of all time. What are you fucking talking last? It's an amazing instrumental. And you can actually hear what's going on like Saint Anger. So no way is it fucking last. It's no way is that fucking last. Fuck Loudwire. Fuck them in the stupid asses. Yeah, this is good. It's a good fucking album. Cyanide, one of my favourite songs. Cyanide, living dead inside. All Nightmare Long, so good. You've reached the end of the line. How good is that vocal part? My Apocalypse. See, this album is really fucking good. This album is really fucking good. I can understand if you have this last or lower because you don't like the longer songs. You kind of get bored. You like more thrashy, to the point songs. I understand that. And, you know, I'll be like, yeah, good for you. You know, it's last for you, sure, whatever. But for me, I just think it works so well on this album. Love everything about it. And it's one of my favourites, so yeah, it's going high. So next up is Metallica's The Black Album. And it gets a lot of shit. You know, it gets a lot of shit for being the most mainstream one. It made them big. It made them kind of sell out. Who cares? The songs are good. Sad But True is fucking awesome. Enter Sandman's overplayed, but I've kind of got into that period where I played it so much, I hated it. But now I've left it for so long, I like the song again. Which is a word to the fucking wise. Always, never overplay songs. And always go back to songs that you've hated after a long period of time, because you may get back into them. The Unforgiven is awesome. Wherever I May Roam is probably my favourite song on the album. Of Wolf and Man. Of Wolf and fucking Man. This album's awesome. You know, it's not as thrashy. You know, it's not as good, obviously, as the first shit. But I like it. I think it's fantastic. And it's going here. Next up is And Justice for All. Amazing album. Amazing fucking album, and I almost put this higher than some of the others. I really wanted to, but re-listening to it, a couple of songs where it's like, these are pretty good, but some of the next couple of albums, every song is a masterpiece. This one, we all know about the lack of bass. Who cares? It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. The album's flawless from start to finish. One, of course, that's the classic, and Justice for All got me into metal. That song got me into metal. I heard it when I was flying back from Australia when I was a kid, like 12 or something. Put it on the radio, and Justice for All came on, and I was like, what is this? This isn't like the rock I'm used to. I was used to Meatloaf, Guns N' Roses, and Justice for All came on, kicked my fucking ass. I loved it. And I still love it. It's my favourite song. Blackened. Holy fuck, Blackened is so goddamn good. Yeah, this album is amazing from start to finish. Sure, there's a lack of bass, whatever, blah blah blah. It's an amazing album, and if you have And Justice for All 1, I would applaud you because I still think it's fantastic. So, yes, And Justice for fucking All is a masterpiece. Coming in next is Master. You would think this would be number 1. You'd be fucking wrong. This is a flawless album. Some people have this number 1 of the metal albums of all fucking time, and I say to them, yes. I mean, it's a fucking influential album, so, you know, good for you. Putting it number 1, good for you. I just prefer the other 2, but this is still flawless from start to finish. Master of Puppets, Battery. If you do not think Battery is the best song on the album, you need to wash your ears out, because Battery is so intense, so heavy. That, oh my god, the guitar in it, the intensity of Battery batters your eardrums to a pulp, and you love it. So, yeah, fuck me. Battery's the best song on the album. Damage Incorporated, Leper Messiah, The Thing That Should Not Be, and Disposable Heroes. Back to the front! Album's flawless, 10 out of 10, one of the best metal albums of all time. But it's not my favourite, so let's move on. Coming in at number 2 is Kill Them Fucking All. Or Kill Them All. This is the album, you know, Dave Mustaine on guitar, which is why it's way better. Maybe it's the reason the guitar's better on this fucking album. I love every song on this album. Whiplash, you know, Metal Militia, holy crap, The Four Horsemen, Jump in the Fire, Hit the Lights. The list goes on and fucking on. This is the Thrash album to end all Thrash albums. This is intense as fuck. This is better than Master. This is better than Injustice. This is better than most of the other fucking albums they've done. Almost put it 1, but for nostalgia, I can't quite put it number 1. So it's going at number 2. But it is a flawless album. And if you want Thrash, I'll give you this album. I won't give you any of the other albums. If you want Thrash, I'll give you this album. Kill 'Em All is amazing from start to finish, and I absolutely adore it. But it only leaves number 1, and you all know what it is, because they have a short discography. It is Ride the Lightning. This has been my favourite for a long time. It's got my favourite Metallica song on, Creeping Death. If you've seen my Metallica song ranking, that is number 1. I adore the kind of story of that. The whole Pharaoh thing. Absolutely love that song. Fight Fire with Fire. Trapped Under Ice. Even Escape. People don't like Escape. I think it's fucking awesome. I love the melody in Escape. I really want to see them live, but Metallica fucking hate it. But I love Escape. I think it's fucking good. Call of Cthulhu, the best instrumental they did. Ride the Goddamn Lightning. Ride the Lightning. Holy shit, Fade to Black. The best ballady kind of song they've ever done. Nothing Else Matters, can fuck off. Fade to Black is where it's fucking at. Yep. This album is flawless, start to finish, just like Kill 'Em All, just like Master, just like Injustice. They have a golden period, and it's the first fucking 4 or 5 albums. And this is just the creme de la creme. This is just the fucking cream of the crop. Best Metallica album ever made, best artwork, best everything. It's thrashy, but it's also melodic. Best of both worlds. Ride the Lightning is the king! So let me know down below, what's your favourite Metallica album? What do you love? What do you hate? Let me know, and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.